I'm going to give you a mindset shift that can make or break the rest of your life. Everything is energy. It's all energy. From money to love to the person that you are right now, we're all energy, and this is all energy. How can you use this to really make a difference in your life? So, first of all, when you settle into the belief or adopt the belief that everything is energy and that this is all an energetics game, you can shift the way you're playing the game. And what do I mean by this? When you finally realize that the energy that you currently hold has attracted your current reality and has brought upon your current reality, whether you're feeling stuck right now, you're going to attract more energy that feels stuck. Whether you are feeling happy in life, you are going to attract more things that make you feel happy. It is all an energetic mirror as well. You're reflecting back what you consume and what you create from within yourself, what you feel, what you are putting out in the world. It's like if you are an antenna, and any type of energy that you're feeling, you're going to put that out there and it will come back to you. What kind of energy am I putting out there, and what is that bringing in for me? When you look at it as a game instead, where you're like, what kind of energy can bring in what I want, things will start to shift. What vibe will get me there the fastest? Things like that. We're not here to feel stressed. We were not put on this planet to feel stressed. We were put on this planet to enjoy life and live through our purpose. And honestly, your higher self, she already sees the wins that you're putting in. And I understand it's all an energetics game as well, but I struggle putting content out there. I thought that buying a MacBook would solve my problems. I thought that it would help me clear my mind so that I can make videos to record, to put out here for you, people like you to see. But oh my gosh, I still am feeling that stuck energy. And it's just, I know that this is all an energetic mindset, and you're watching me reframe this energetic mindset in real time. So what I do when I have blocks like this is I like to take the thought and I like to look at it. I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling like a blockage right now energetically, and I want to be able to not have this blockage so that I can have a clean flow of thoughts to share, because I really do want to bring light and value into this world, whatever. Anyway, I like to take that thought and I like to ask, is it true? Is this thought true? It may feel true, but how do I absolutely 100% know that I am blocked right now? I don't know that. And it makes me feel tense. How is it making me feel? It's making me feel tense. It's making me feel stressed, blocking me up even more. It's like making the static antenna, the energy that I'm putting out, it's making it staticky and it's making it not productive, and it doesn't feel good. And then I like to think of, who would I be without this thought? I would probably flow a lot better. I would soften into the process of content creating, because no one talks about how difficult it can feel sometimes to put yourself in front of a camera and channel thoughts like this. It's just, especially with ADHD, it's just sometimes you feel blocked, and I guess it's a limiting belief. So reframing in real time for you, this is how I do it. And then it's constantly coming back to that baseline over and over and over again, so that it becomes my new normal, so that it becomes your new normal. You should do this too with thoughts that you have. Constantly coming back to your baseline, because that is ultimately, energy doesn't forget that. Your higher self sees that. And one day when you become the person you want to be, well, and it's a never ending journey, so you might never fully, you're constantly going to be evolving, is what I'm saying. Once you get to the version of you who you want to become, who you've been working towards, you're going to look back and realize, I had to go through all of that in order to become who I am now. And your higher self is looking at you smiling and is giving you that gentle energy, because she knows, she sees the work you're putting in. She remembers how difficult it is, and she knows how much more is possible and capable for you. It's so crazy, this energetic world that we live in. It is all energetics. It is literally an energetic game. So when you can master the energy that you are feeling, when you can master your internal dialogue, when you can master the energy you're putting out there, you have won the game. And when you think of it from the perspective that you've already won, you are gonna attract that win way faster. It's so insane, and manifestation is so real. And I have dreams about manifesting things just because I'm so obsessed with this, and I want to share this with everyone, and I want you to hear this too. If you are constantly facing your limiting beliefs and doing the inner work and retraining your nervous system to feel safe, you are going to win the game, and you are going to energetically receive everything you want, and you are going to energetically become the person you want to be. It is just a constant coming back to yourself, remembering who you want to become. I feel like so many people, and maybe you do this too, where you focus on the work on a very surface level, and you do affirmations and you do the vision boards and everything, maybe surface level visualizations. And I feel like that puts a really bad name on manifestation and visualizing, because when you're doing that so surface level, you're not really feeling the change. You're not feeling the resistance that comes up, because the resistance that comes up is important. That means you have a block to work through. That's actually a good sign. That means something was blocking you. Once you work through it and melt those blocks, you will be an open channel to receive again, and you will start receiving more. So if you're not living the life you want and you want to manifest more, and you don't have blocks coming up, or you don't feel any resistance and you're not manifesting, obviously you maybe need to do some deeper inner work based on the things that you've gone through when you were a child, or maybe get clear on what you really want, or maybe you haven't found your purpose yet and maybe you need to do some work on that. So honestly, having a block to work through is such a gift, because it means you know what you want and you're going after it, and you're being faced with this resistance and you're moving in the right direction. And I mean, there is a difference between resistance going in the direction you don't want to go. That's like feeling resistance towards something that is not a part of where you want to go, your path. When you feel that in your body, like say you want to become, okay, it's totally random, a cosmetologist, right? And you're faced with the path of also you could become a mechanic, but you don't want to be a mechanic at all. It's a totally random example. And you put your energy into becoming a mechanic instead, but you know heart-led that's not what you want. You can feel that in your body. And I'm not talking about that kind of resistance. I'm talking about the resistance where you have a clear vision of knowing what you want. You are putting the work in to really practice being the version of you that holds that vision and is living that vision every day. And you feel sometimes resistance come up. For me personally, it'll be money blocks. It's like you might feel blocks coming in with money, or even love, where you're thinking about manifesting your dream partner and you suddenly are visualizing you being the person who has manifested that partner and is living with that partner, who have the relationship with that partner, etc. And you feel the resistance coming up. Oh my gosh, what if I'm not worthy? Who am I to want this person in my life? Things like that. That is the good resistance. That means you have a block that you can work through. And once you work through it, the energy is going to flow so clearly and it will happen so much faster. Manifesting, so real. We live in an energetic world. When you control your mind, control your inner dialogue, and I mean, I'm not talking like you have to control it, but influence it enough so that it rewires to be at that baseline where you're constantly in receiving mode. You're constantly in the flow. You're constantly having new opportunities brought to you. You're constantly allowing yourself to receive what you want. You feel good about yourself. You have love within yourself. And you're just super present and grateful to be in this world. A baseline similar to that will bring you so much in life. So much in life. It is so amazing, a gift that we have been given to be on this planet. And when you can reframe that and actually realize that we're always working with energy, I feel like it kind of creates a shift when you realize, like, okay, I can do this. I can enjoy being here. We're only given one shot, and there is so much potential in this world that we have and that we can fulfill and that we can experience. And I know that if you're here, you want more too. And it's not even just like you want more, you crave more from life itself. You crave higher experiences, whether that is becoming a better version of yourself and not constantly reacting in a situation where you would normally react, and you're able to objectively keep your peace, where you're able to keep that calm, or you are able to live a higher experience as in luxury. You have a higher abundance flowing towards you because you've been blocked for so long. Those kind of experiences where we're all born and all put here to be abundant, and we all pick up these blocks throughout our lives as we're growing up. Constantly impressed with different beliefs and different mindsets from different people, different words, and they impress us. And I know that people who do that those are their best intentions because they don't know any better. But we live in a day and age where we have the freedom to be able to create the beliefs that we want. And I mean, not even just this age, I mean, in the past ages too, like Albert Einstein, people like that, Napoleon Hill, they cultivated and found out the secret where when they are the master of their energy, their life changes for the better and they are able to live the life of their dreams. So if you can do that and you can really master your energy, it's game over. And some ways that you can master your energy are paying attention to your inner dialogue throughout the day and constantly reframing it. I actually use ChatGPT a lot. I know some people give a lot of hate for that, but ChatGPT has been a lifesaver. Whenever I catch myself having a thought, it helps my ADHD brain to actively reframe that in the moment so that I can flip it and be like, okay, this is the thought I'm having, this is why it's not productive for me, and this is what I can replace it with instead. Makes a world of a difference. It helps you you can feel the brain pathways actively rewiring. And it's not just constantly coming back to that, it's also having some sort of structure that you can come back to, whether it's a morning routine, a night routine, whether it's 5 minutes versus an hour. Having a routine that you can come back to every day to remember why you're doing this helps wonders as well. It's all of these little pieces put together that culminate into you becoming the master of your energy. And it's noticing yourself in situations where you'd normally react and you take the time to instead pause and really notice. You feel the blockage coming up, you can let it go. And a life-changing reframe for me has been to allow yourself to be the safe space for the emotion to pass through, because all energy is sacred, good and bad. All energy deserves to be seen if it's flowing through you. You have to acknowledge it. Don't suppress it though, but acknowledge it. Be aware of it. Oh, I'm feeling anxious right now. Feel it, be present in the moment. Notice how it feels. What color is it? How can you see it in your head? Really acknowledge it and then let it go through the door. So, because it's the same way with manifestation. If you're closed off to your energy, good or bad, you're not going to be able to let any of it in. So if you're constantly pushing down your negative emotions, or if you look at it as, think of your energy as a house and you are the caretaker of the house. Think of it as bad energy coming in and knocking on the door. If you don't let it through, it's just going to stand there and pile up, and more and more and more is going to pile up, and it's just going to become so unbearable that it has to come crashing down at some point. And that's when you react, and that's when you are out of control or things like that. And it's the same with manifestation. If you don't have your door open or let them in and acknowledge it, be aware of them and let it pass through, the same thing is going to happen with your manifestations. When the good is knocking on the door, you're not going to be that open channel for it to pass through and allow yourself to receive the good coming through, or allow yourself to be present in that moment when it's coming through. I hope that landed in my head as I'm thinking this. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I could have explained that better, but it's just all an energetics game ultimately. And when you can master your energy, your life will change. And so I hope that I didn't completely blow it for this video. I feel like this was a good stream of consciousness this time. It's all an energetics game. And this is something I've been really trying to work on too. And when you can really work with it and have fun with it, play with it, challenge yourself. What vibe can get me there fastest? What vibe will bring in my manifestations faster? How can I make this day the best day of my life? Things like that, because when you're already winning, life will reflect that back to you in wins. Anyway, if you resonated with any of this, please let me know in the comments. And if you think someone else needs to hear this message, you already know the drill, send it to them. Anyway, follow for more. Love you all.